Hey y'all, I just wanted to make a video on requirements of going into Africa. I'll be 46 next month, so I wanted to, from this point forward, I'm going to do a lot of traveling. And of course, I'm going to vlog so much about it. I have to, get better at the vlogging when it comes to the travel, because I noticed that when I was trying to do my reservations, it's a lot of questions that I had that I didn't have like one centralized location to get all the information from. So if I'm going to Africa, especially going there are so many things that you need to know that I wish that everything was just in one spot. So as far as visas, vaccinations, certain items I should bring, how to travel from one place to the next, just everything. I just wish it was in one spot. So with that being said, I wanted to give you guys information that I had researched myself, and so that'll make your travel destination go smoother and quicker. So for one, the main thing that I wanted to find out was as far as vaccinations are concerned, because I know a lot of, the mosquitoes or insects, you can come back with some, diseases or infections being over there in certain spots. So I went onto a website called airheart.com. I'm going to put all the information below and links to everything too. It's going to be detailed, but you're going to need it if you ever plan on going. So it's airheart.com. So it basically gives you travel restrictions, whether you need visas, vaccinations, whatever, everything is going to be on this website. So I went on here and it'll ask you what country are you a citizen of, and then where you plan to travel to. So for here, I put United States citizen, because that's what I am at the moment. And I'm flying into Cape Verde. So once I put United States to Cape Verde, they do have a visa application that you have to apply for. It only takes a few moments. But when you navigate through that page, it'll show you the exact form that is needed, and they'll give you a link to that form as well. So I guess that's their version of the visa. So I had to fill out the information for that visa, and then it also lets you know what types of vaccinations that you would need. We're going to Senegal as well, and I forgot where else. But this trip is West Africa. I don't know if I said that, so it's all completely different. So for this trip, the yellow fever vaccination was a requirement for one of the spots. So once I found that out, there's another website that you will go on to find out who gives the yellow fever vaccination, because I called my doctor. Doctor doesn't do it. That was done through passporthealthusa.com. On there, you would, at the very, very top, it says find a clinic. You put in your zip code, and once you put your zip code in, it'll let you know the location of who holds has the travel vaccinations. So for me, I went to, there's one location in my city. So when I put that information in, I went to that location. You just fill out on the calendar. It lets you know what appointments they have available, and you go for that time. They don't let you know anything about how much it costs, anything like that. You have to have a couple of dollars in your pocket to even do this stuff, because if you don't, you won't be getting it done and you won't be going. So with that being said, when I went, of course, again, nobody told me how much it was going to cost. So when I went, I had to get the yellow fever vaccination, because that was a requirement for one of the countries I'm going to. And I ended up paying, once I went in, she told me it was $295 for the yellow fever vaccination. So the typhoid injection, that was something else that some of the, the mosquitoes have over in Africa. The places that I'm going, it's not a requirement to have it. However, better safe than sorry. I would rather go ahead and have it. So with the yellow fever, it lasts forever. But there are some countries that will, I forgot to bring my passport. I need you to see it. There are some countries, matter of fact, hold on. Once you get the yellow fever vaccination, they basically give you a yellow card. And on the yellow card, they, of course, will have it stamped. And you would need to keep this card with you. Oh, okay. I didn't realize, I hadn't even looked at this stuff. Basically, you would need to keep this card with you, And so they have to see it. You know, y'all kind of nosy, but this gives the information on the yellow fever vaccination. Once you get the other injections, they'll be put down here, and you have to keep this with you. And it also tells you about the typhoid, like I was saying before. Typhoid injection is not required. However, some of the mosquitoes do have that. So I'm going to be safe than sorry. So the typhoid injection it's $145 for the injection. It lasts 2 years. But they also have the pills, which is these. I got the pills. The pills are $130 and last 5 years. So to me, it was a no-brainer. I don't understand why anyone would get the injection when it costs $15 more and it lasts 3 years less. Don't make sense to me. So I had the pills, and then they put, of course, the typhoid pills on this card as well. So whatever country I go to, they'll know that I do vaccinated for that. The next one is malaria. Nothing gonna happen to me, honey, because I'm covered by God, but I'm still gonna make sure this stuff is taken care of. So the malaria was 19 pills. That's these. I have the 19 pills. You take 2 of them prior to going into the country and take the rest of them throughout the duration of your trip. And then for 7 days after you return home, you take them. So that's this. This was, they said it's not covered by insurance, but nobody knows with your insurance but you. So I thought it wasn't. They gave me a prescription for it. They didn't do it for me in the office. They gave me a prescription for it. And I took the prescription over to my pharmacy, my regular pharmacy. And if you don't have insurance, I recommend you downloading the GoodRx application. And GoodRx will let you know how much the prescriptions are if you don't have insurance to whatever local pharmacy that is near you. So for GoodRx, it was like $40. But then when I picked it up, my insurance did cover it. It was $22 for this one. So, and I don't know how long that lasts. That's malaria. So they said you also needed, this is, again, not a requirement. I just want to be fully vaccinated. I don't want any issues. So by my age, you know, as a child, we did get the polio injections in school. I don't know what they do now. But for my trip to Africa, a polio booster is recommended. So I was going to get the polio booster and then the meningitis vaccination. Those two are usually done through your Department of Health. They're done through the Department of Health. And if your Department of Health does not have it, well, I don't know. I didn't personally go to the Department of Health. I went to my doctor. That's what I have a doctor for, and insurance. So I went to my doctor. My doctor called in my stuff, and then you can pick it up from the pharmacy and then have them do the injections for you, or however that works. But I did mine that way. But you can call your local Department of Health. Some of them have it, some of them don't. Like, you just need to call and see. But those are all the injections I think I got. Oh, and then the office visit for me was $65. So that day, just from the office, I think I paid $495 for the office visit, the typhoid pills, and then the yellow fever. They also gave me a prescription for Cipro. That's for if you go overseas and you take the wrong stuff or eat the wrong things and you get diarrhea. You won't be covered to make sure you don't have no issues while you're there. So that was covered 100% by my insurance. So I didn't pay anything for that. So the next thing that I would say is, I recommend Global Entry too. Can't see this, but I have Global Entry. The address for that is globalentry.gov. That's basically a pre-screening for you being able to, don't be looking at my passport, for you being able to come back into the United States. Those lines from customs be so long sometimes. My nerves are too bad. I'm impatient sometimes too, and I be hurting and ready to get home. So global entry allows you to bypass those lines. It's a $100 fee, and then if you get approved, you fill out the application online. Then you submit it, and then they bring you in for a interview. So after the interview, if you're approved, then what? Oh, TSA pre-check is included with that as well. But then you'll be able to just walk on in. You know, it's normally no line when you come back from customs. That is one thing, and I'll put globalentry.gov down below as well. I also had to didn't have to, but it makes a lot of sense to register with the what is the name of this? With the brain freeze. With the embassy, basically. So it's the STEP program. Not a program, it's a website. It's www.step.state.gov. That is the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program that basically informs the U.S. Embassy consulate of you being overseas. So in the case of an emergency, they'll be able to reach you. If something happens to you, they know where you are. It just basically protects you. You need to let someone of a higher power know, physical power, know exactly where you are just in case of emergency. So I recommend doing that. I will put that link down below as well. Just click on it, register. Oh, and keep this inside your, I keep all this together. I keep my global entry here. I keep the yellow fever one here. I keep everything I have in my little passport folder. What else did I have? Malaria. I should have been prepared, but I ain't. So you'll be all right. As long as you get this information. Oh, so the excursions. So once you've it's good to know to be able to translate languages while you're over there as well. So I ordered a handheld device that I speak into, like because I'm going to be traveling a whole bunch. Again, my birthday is next month, and I think I have like 3 trips planned for next month, and one includes Africa. I'm also going to Portugal, and then I'll be in Panama for my birthday. But anyway, so with that being said, all the different places you're going to go to, God bless you if you can speak all those languages, but I can't. So for those of you that don't speak all the languages, it's better not to have a language barrier. So with that being said, the handheld translator device that I recommend is Polyglue. It's Poliglu. That's the one that I ordered. I paid full price. This is not sponsored. I just did research on it, and that was one of the better ones that didn't break the bank, if that makes sense. So that's that. As far as the excursions are concerned, once you go overseas, you're going to want to go all these different places, explore the place, whatever. So you would do excursions. Where I went to for my excursions was viator.com. Put that information below as well. They'll let you know, like for tour guides, whatever, all the information you want to know or all the places you want to visit, they should be on there. They probably have, I'm sure it's a lot of places have a lot of different ones, but this is one of the main ones that I used. And what else? The excursions. Oh, and to get from one place to the next, because I always recommend, because Africa is so large, that you make separate trips if you're not going to be there for an extended period of time. I'm only going to be there for 10 days. So if I was going to be there for like 2.5 weeks or a month or something like that, then I could travel from like West Africa to South Africa to, all the different locations. But if you're not going to be there for an extended period of time, you need to go from one country to the next. I used gotogate.com. So when I fly into Cape Verde, after we leave there for a few days, we're going to Dakar, Senegal, because I really got to see that pink water. But we'll be in Senegal. So to go, from Dakar to Senegal, you have to get a flight. So the place that I used was GoToGate, and they also had Kiwi.com. I'll put those below. So that'll be the small little, flights to hit this place or that place, whatever. And then I also, they also have ships, so you can do those quicker, because one of the islands that we're going to, the plane doesn't go directly to that one, so we had to fly back into Cape Verde. It was just a big old mess. But I'll put the link for the ship line that we're using as well. So that was that. And global entry, I think I have, hopefully I gave all of the information. Oh, so the items that are needed. When I went to Passport Health, they advised me of course, you're trying to have less mosquitoes bite you as possible. So the recommended type of mosquito repellent to use had to have at least 30 DEET in it. I'm a little extra. I don't want nothing touching me. So I got one that had, well, the thing said 100 DEET, but when I looked at it, I received this one. It's by Sawyer. when I looked at it, it said basically it had the active ingredient is 98.25% deep, which is still way over than what they recommended. But this was one of the better quality mosquito repellent. So I'll put this link down below. So just make sure you know are well protected. That's that. And then water bottles. You don't drink the water. Nowhere you go. It's best to get bottled water. In the event you have to like drink some water, I recommend having a filtered water bottle. This is what I'm taking. I bought this one. I'm gonna protect myself as much as possible. So this will be the filtered water bottle that I am taking, and I will put the link below to where I got this, and then I have a black one as well that is linked below. Last but not least, your phone. We don't have the same electrical outlets as they do overseas, so you have to make sure that you have an international travel power strip. Where's the other thing? So this will fit into a lot of different countries' power outlets. I hadn't opened it. I should have opened it before this video, but whatever. So this will fit the USB, and then the C port, and then of course the regular wall outlets. But you'll be able to use these. I need to open this up. Anyway, you'll be able to use these. Now, see all the different outlets and ports. They're so different from ours, because you want to be able to use your phone. You don't need your phone going dead. So yeah, I'll put the link for this below as well. And I'm also going to have a separate video for not international, for solo traveling, because I have a lot of things that I have to do myself, because I will be starting to do the solo traveling, because I have done a few trips already, but I'm going to be vlogging more so you guys can see all my cute little locations I'll be going to internationally. I'm going to probably do some national ones, I don't know, but yeah, I need to show you, well, I'll put that in another video. But for all of my travel items, yeah, I think that was it as far as the, if you have any more oh, this is my phone stick. If you have any more questions or anything that I didn't address, you can let me know in the bar below, in the comment box below. You let me know, and then once I get the notifications, I will, why can't I open this thing? Because y'all looking at me. But I think I have to open it while I'm my nails. But Jesus, it never happens this way. Yeah, this is what I use for my when I'm traveling solo, to hold my my phone. So y'all think somebody be with me? It really don't, I promise you. I just have a phone holder, and it's so good. I love this thing. You know, actually, I'll put the link to this below too, so it holds my phones, so I can still take my pictures and do videos and whatnot while I'm, if I happen to be by myself at that time. But I'm gonna do another video as far as all the travel. Look at it. But all the travel stuff, I'm gonna do another video for you guys. But again, if you have any other questions on the international travel for Africa, let me know. And oh, the yellow fever thing. It hurt. I forgot the side effect for that. It hurt it. And it made me sleepy. Everybody else has different side effects. My friend, she got congestion as well as sleepy. So I forgot to say that part. But anyway, if you have any additional questions, let me know and put the information below. Make sure you subscribe, and I will get back with you at my earliest convenience as soon as I see it. So hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Bye.